So write some notes down for the general sine function. So we've looked at horizontal translation, vertical translation, and effects of periods. So this is putting it all together. So you have A, B, C, and D. So copy this all down. B has to be 0 as a condition. So write it exactly the same. Principal axis, we know that it's when y equals d. Period is when it's 2 pi over b. Amplitude is mod a. So we've done all of this. Like we've looked at it. It was just a summary of all of it. Let's have a look at this function. It is a translation of y equals 2 sine 3x with translation pi over 4 1 because of those are the horizontal and vertical translations. So as you can see, this is pi over 4 and 1. Starting with the y equals sine x, so how do we actually get there? So first of all, I need to make sure I do this number, so I need to double the amplitude to make it 2 sine x, and then I need to figure out what to do that 3 does. Well, it means it gets reduced by 1 over 3, so divide the period by 3, so it reduces a little bit, translate, and then at the end to provide your final equation. So follow that order. Translations, make translations the last to make your life easier. Do your other ones first. So write all those notes down. You should be able to do all of these questions now. Give it a go. But I'm just going to do example 4 now. So find the equation of this sine function. So let's see if we can write some of the key informations down. First of all, whereabouts is my principal axis? I can see that it's over here at 1. So my D is going to be 1. My amplitude, so my A is going to be, this height, so 1 to 2, so it's going to be 1 again. Let's figure out my period. Periods is, if I started from here, I need to find another point that is exactly the same, which is pi. Great. So I think the period was affected by, what was it? 2 pi over b, so that should be 2 pi over b. So I should be able to figure out b. Let's rearrange it. Pi cancels out from each side. Oh, that's not going to work. Maybe I'll just cross multiply. So if I cross multiply, I get pi b equals 2 pi. So as you can see now, I can cancel both pi. So my b equals 2 is what I get. So I just need to figure out my c. What was c? Let's go back and have a look. C was the effect of horizontal translation. Well, this one doesn't have a horizontal translation because we always start at this upwards curve and then come down. So this one actually didn't have a horizontal curve. It didn't like move or anything like that. So the horizontal C component is 0. So C is 0. So now that we know the symbol, we should be able to write our equation. So my y equals equation is, so A goes at the front from memory. If not, I'll fix it. And then you write sine. So B is the one over here, I think, from memory. I'll fix it up in a sec if it's totally wrong. No translations inside, and then plus 1. I'm thinking this is it. Let's just double check. So yeah, A goes at the front, B's in the middle, so it's in order, so that's why I could kind of remember. So there's no C. B was 2, and then A was 1, D was plus 1. So I'm fine with that. If I just rewrite it a little bit nicer, it just becomes 2 sine x plus 1, and that's all I got. Now I'll just double check with the answer quickly. Y equals sine 2 x plus 1. Okay, I didn't do this right properly. Okay, I see what I did wrong. So that 2 is meant to be inside the sine, so my bad. That 2, the B, is meant to be inside the sine, so I just didn't position it quite well. I had the right intention, but just didn't put it in the right place. So sine 2x plus 1, so that'll be sine 2x plus 1, or some people write it without the brackets, doesn't matter. Let's just double check with the answer, and brilliant, that's all it is.